Okay, cut the music short. I already know this is a crazy premise of the show. It's a show where I convince myself to stop watching The Office, but I end up watching The Office anyway and talking about it. I get it. It's a show about The Office, but it's not really about The Office. But this episode is going to be about The Office. I hate to break it to you. It's going to be about The Office. And it's going to be a bit of a crazy one. Follow me. First off, I'm Kirk, and this is Stop Watching The Office. So I was listening to another podcast on my way home from work today. My favorite podcast is called My Brother, and Me. Long-running show. It's spawned off into other shows and live shows and TV shows. It's great. Get into it. But they were I don't know what episode I was listening to, but they were randomly talking about, they tangent off on subjects a lot, and they were randomly talking about what would happen in the Matrix if Neo didn't take the red pill and took the blue pill, and the movie never continued. They were joking that basically would just become The Office. And you know me, as soon as I hear the word Office, my mind just takes off running. And then they joked about how Neo would just become Jim, and that's why he looks in the camera so much. He's trying to remember why he should have taken the red pill. But then I started thinking, I was like, staying in that premise, Neo wouldn't become Jim. Neo would have been Dwight. Like if the Matrix ended and it turned into Office, that character would have became Dwight. And then I started thinking about it more and more. Like in the Matrix, Neo learns how to do karate. In real life, well, not real life, but in the world of The Office, come on, that real life, Dwight thinks he knows karate. Like in several episodes of, I think it's the second season, when he punches Michael in the stomach, and then they go to his dojo where he's, in a class with kids, and they fight. Later on, I think it was a cold opening where Dwight, he holds a karate seminar where he ends up fighting himself. Like, he didn't go into the Matrix, so he never really learned how to do karate. That's why it's so terrible. Also, Dwight is always thinking he's being followed. It started with the downsizing episode when he tried to start an alliance with Jim. And when he thought he was in the CIA was contacting him, he's always talking about being followed or something random like that. Some alien stuff. And in the Matrix, the beginning of the Matrix movie, when, Follow the White Rabbit, when it was Trinity on Neo's computer talking to him, there's an episode of The Office, the one where after Angela breaks up with Dwight, and he's trying to outsell the computer, Pam and Jim trick him to think the computer is formed a singularity and started talking to him, and he's talking back and forth what he thinks is the computer, just like in the Matrix. I took notes on this. This is how crazy I was. He also sometimes believes in magic. Like the episode where Jim tricked him that he could move stuff with his mind, and he tried to move stuff with his mind, just like in the Matrix, or something like that. He has a lot of weapons, just like Neo did in the Matrix. But his were hidden around the office, especially the one where he pepper sprayed Roy after he was about to attack Jim. And he had knives and swords all around the office when he's going to go fight Andy. I don't think he shot. Well, yeah, there was an episode where he shot a gun accidentally in the office. We thought he was a cowboy. There was one he was talking about his paintball skills. Also, there was the parkour scene. I don't know if that counts. Maybe that's similar to the lobby scene in the Matrix when he's flipping all over the place. In the Matrix, he took the red pill. He got good at it. He didn't take the red pill in the office. He's bad at parkour. That was as far as I got. I was just going off memory. So already I'm crazy enough. I'm running around trying to think of how it's Dwight is like Neo in the Matrix, but a dumb version because he didn't take the red pill. So I just randomly typed into Google Dwight from The Office, Matrix, The Matrix. And I found that maybe there's somebody else as crazy as me. But even weirder, I found an article where there was supposed to be a cold, like the pranks in the cold opening, like all the pranks Jim played on Dwight. The best one being where he hired an Asian actor to take his place, and he had the family portrait with the fake actor on there to make Dwight think Jim was Asian. But there's this article where they quoted David Rogers, a former editor of The Office. There was supposed to be one of those opening scene pranks. It was supposed to be the last episode, the finale, where Jim was supposed to convince Dwight he was in the Matrix. It was shot, but it got cut because the finale was so long and there was so much stuff they had to get out. It was right there. If that would have been in the show, I would have just blown my mind. That's an amazing prank, but I guess this Dwight really being Neo is just something in my crazy mind. But that would have been crazy if that was actually in the show. He said yes. No, he said we shot. When in the article it says they were asked if they shot it. He said we shot it. He cut it. Oh, it would have came full circle. But for me, being crazy, which is what this podcast really is. But yeah, that was it. That was my craziness about thinking about Dwight being like a dumb version of Neo that never went into the Matrix, what he would end up doing. And Dwight had a second life, which is like a lame version of the Matrix, like he was in the computer. But that was it. My crazy ramblings about The Office again. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching or not watching. It's your choice. Red or blue pill. But no. Thanks, guys. I'm going to do another movie one probably next episode. But thanks for listening. Peace.